From the banks of the Athabasca River in beautiful Jasper National Park, Tom Gazzola alongside the goaltenders here at Oilers Rookie Development Camp. Shane Starrett, Dylan Wells, Stuart Skinner. Guys, I mean, this is kind of a yearly tradition. We take guys out to this nice scenic view of the river and the mountains, and we get to know some of the prospects a little bit. So this year, the thing is to get to know the goaltenders a little bit. Goaltenders have a bit of a rep, as we all know, and we're here to debunk that or to prove it right. It's up to you. Open forum, just getting to know you guys. So Shane, we'll start with you because you signed with the franchise in the spring. You come from a unique hockey background from the Air Force Academy. What's it like being a guy from the Air Force Academy winding up with an NHL contract?
It's definitely something special. I'm the first cadet athlete to sign an NHL contract out of the academy, and it definitely wasn't your typical college experience. I went through basic training and survival training in the woods and all that, so it was part school but also part military, and I'm glad to have signed with the Oilers though.
You're a bit of a trailblazer when it comes to the Air Force Academy. Do you feel a sense of pride because of that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to play at the Air Force Academy, but I'm also thankful to be here as well.
As you know, it's great to have you here, and it is a success story, and we hope to see that continue on. You guys, Dylan and Stuart, you guys come from a more prototypical hockey background. You out of the OHL, Dylan, and Stuart, you're an Edmonton boy getting drafted by your hometown team. This is your second camp, Dylan. Stuart, it's your first go-around. What's this like for a goaltender? Because developmentally, you want to see players hone their skills, learn their systems, but what are the goalies doing here?
With Schwartzy, it's really a lot of technical stuff. It's kind of refining your game and kind of zoning in on the little things you need to work on to carry into your season. I mean, in junior, we both have long seasons too, so it's kind of, I guess, a little bit comparable to an NHL schedule. So it's just little things you can pick up on that'll help you all throughout the season.
Stuart, what's the experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, this is my first camp coming in, meeting the new guys. It's been, it's been a fun ride so far. I mean, coming out to Jasper, you bike everywhere. It's beautiful out here. So I'm just trying to take everything in and just try to, every practice is just learning lessons for me and trying to develop my game as best as I can and try to learn how to become a pro.
What's this week been like for you since we saw you in Chicago?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's it's been pretty calm after the draft. Going from Chicago back to Edmonton, I was able to get on the ice with Schwartzy a couple times down in Edmonton, and then after that, I just came down here, and obviously I'm training down here with these guys now. So it's been a fun ride up to this point, and I'm just happy to be here.
What's it like working with Dustin Schwartz? Because he's an intense guy. He can, for a goaltender, he shoots the puck really hard. But when you guys are dealing with him, and I know some of you guys have a background with him already, what's he like to deal with one-on-one or in group scenarios? Anyone can take it. Shane, I mean, you're the new guy here. What's Schwartzy been like? We'll start with you.
He's definitely intense with him, but he has a little fun side with him. He always has to be the shooter, which I think is real funny because he does have a good shot. But I like him so far. He's intense, and that's kind of what I look for in a coach, intense and pushes you to get better.
Dylan, what have you found working with Dustin Schwartz? And we should mention Sly Rodriguez as well.
I think both of them are a really good mix together. I mean, Schwartzy is very intense, but he knows what he's talking about. And I mean, if you don't do something right, you'll know. But I mean, he really pushes you to get better, and he's very passionate about what he does. So I mean, he's a great coach, and I love working with him. Same with Sly. I mean, very knowledgeable about the game, and both of them just want to see their goalie succeed. So I mean, it's an honor working with them, and I really enjoy it.
Stuart?
Yeah, I agree with all these answers here. I mean, I haven't been able to work with Schwartzy that much. I just started working with him just a couple weeks ago, and ever since I started working with him, I've been learning a ton, learning new things about my game, what I need to improve on, and the things that I just got to keep on working on a day-to-day basis, and how to play my game more consistently. So obviously they're intense coaches, but I mean, they know what they're talking about, and I mean, I love having them as coaches. I've been learning a lot, which is a big part of getting better every day.
Speaking of goaltenders who can shoot pucks well, Dustin Schwartz has not scored a goal in a junior hockey game, or any game for that matter, I don't believe. You two have. So why haven't you, Shane?
Just never got the opportunity. That's what I'm going to blame it on.
But you said you did have a moment where you did fire a puck into net. What happened? Tell us the story.
Yeah, I'm sure all the Air Force fans will remember. We were in overtime. The whistle blew, puck came down my end, and I shot it back down the other end, and it went in the net after the whistle. I got called for, I don't know if it was delay a game or unsportsmanlike conduct, whatever it was. Took a penalty and ended up losing in overtime due to that penalty. So it was a bit different experience for me scoring a goal.
Way different, because watching you two score, you guys went like full celebration on it too. What's it like firing a puck 200 feet down the ice and scoring a goal? You did it in the playoffs, Dylan.
Yeah, you can't really explain it. I mean, right when it came off my stick, a couple of our defensemen just grabbed me from behind, and everything happened so fast. I mean, you can't really explain it. I mean, everybody were in the huddle. I mean, it's new to me. I never joined the huddle, so I mean, everybody convinced me to go join the train, and I mean, I did it, and then from there, the next couple of weeks, it was kind of hard to realize what I had just done, but I mean, it was definitely pretty special. I won't forget it.
Stuart, take us through your goal.
Yeah, it was funny. I was growing up with a player from Medicine Hat, David Quinville, and he was the guy who dumped it in. It was a perfect dump in. I think he wanted me to score, but we had a couple words after the game. But yeah, he dumped in the puck. It was a perfect dump in. I got my opportunity. I knew we were up by a couple goals, so I was like, might as well try it. And ended up scoring, went by the flyby, because you know it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so you got to take advantage of it.
Guys, we'll go. Who were your goalie inspirations growing up? Who'd you always look up to and try to stylize your game after? We'll start with you, Shane.
Growing up, I was always a big Patrick Roy fan. He was who I looked up to when I was young, and of late, I've really looked at Pekarine's style of play. I think me and him have a lot in common, being 6'5" and athletic. So he's someone of late that I've really looked at his game.
Dylan?
Growing up, I loved Marty Brodeur. I mean, everything I did, I loved watching him. I mean, my room was painted New Jersey Devils red when I was a little kid, so I mean, I idolized him, and now I've kind of moved into, I really like watching guys like Braden Holtby and Carey Price. I mean, both just great goaltenders in the NHL. I really like the way Braden Holtby plays. I'd say he's probably my NHL comparable, so I mean, both really good guys to look up to.
What about his preparation? Because he has all those unique techniques and stuff. What do you make of that?
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, every goalie has their own thing, and I mean, whatever works to get you ready to play is what you need to do. I mean, I know every goalie has their thing, so I have my own thing. I mean, it's not necessarily the same as Shane's or Stuart's, but I mean, it gets you ready to go and it gets you in the zone. So, I mean, I'd say whatever works is good for that guy.
Stuart, goalie inspiration, and do you guys, like any of you, kiss your posts or thank them or speak to them, anything like that?
Oh, no. I'm not, I know I've watched Goon before and he calls them Jim and Jerry or something like that. I don't know, I forget the names, but yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I had a couple goalies growing up. I mean, I always knew that Patrick Roy was the best, and so I'd always watch him and see how he played and how he competed. When I was, you know, obviously I was born and raised in Edmonton, so I was growing up watching Dwayne Rolson, and that's one of the goalies that I remember really well. And I'd go to games and I'd just only watch him through the whole game. I wouldn't even watch the play. And then also for Dwayne Rolson, you know, when I'm at home watching TV with the family, I'm always watching him, see how he plays. And I got to meet him at Team Canada camp, and that was pretty nerve-wracking, but it was a really cool experience. And now I just kind of try to take different parts from different goalies, try to put them in my game, and just try to make the best, the best self that I can be possible. So I'm just always looking for that development in my game.
Very well said, sir. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, quite educational, a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.